Russia slams the United States, calling its pressure on India unjustified. Hi, this is the Hook News Wrap. Here are today's top stories. Russia has hit out at the United States for pressuring India over its Russian crude oil purchases. Roman Babushkin, Russia's deputy chief of mission in Delhi, called the US stance unjustified and voiced confidence that energy ties with India would continue despite outside pressure. He admitted the situation was challenging for India, but stressed that Moscow had trust in its partnership with New Delhi. He also said Western sanctions were backfiring on those who imposed them. At the White House, US officials once again defended President Donald Trump's move to double tariffs on Indian goods to 50%. Trump has imposed a fresh 25% penalty on Indian imports linked to Russian oil, effective 27 August. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said the measures were part of efforts to end the Russia-Ukraine war, adding that sanctions on India were among the steps taken to push Moscow to stop the conflict. Despite US pressure, India's state-owned refiners are back to buying Russian oil after a brief pause. A Bloomberg report says Indian Oil and Bharat Petroleum resumed purchases, with traders noting they are once again increasing orders. One big reason for India's move could be the fact that Russian oil is selling at a steeper discount compared to Brent. More on Trump tariffs and business. Apple has expanded iPhone production in India. Bloomberg reports that the company is making all 4 iPhone 17 models locally ahead of launch next month. This is the first time every new variant will ship from India from day one. The move is part of Apple's push to reduce reliance on China for US-bound devices, but it comes at a time when India is facing increased US tariffs. And from India's politics, NDA candidate C.P. Radhakrishnan has filed his nomination for the vice presidential election. His win is seen as certain. He was joined by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Home Minister Amit Shah, and other NDA leaders. The election follows the sudden resignation of Jagdeep Dhankar, who stepped down with over 2 years left in his term. Quick look at the stock market. Indian equities continued to gain for the third straight session. The Sensex was up almost 0.5% at around 82,000. The Nifty surged past 25,000 with similar upticks. IT giant Infosys and TCS were among the top gainers of the day. Indian IT stocks gained ahead of the US Fed rate decision, as a likely rate cut is expected to boost US demand, resulting in higher IT spends. That's all for today's news wrap. See you tomorrow with more.